Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be spiritually mature and accurate? It's a question that has sparked intrigue and debate among believers and seekers alike. Spiritual maturity and accuracy is a fascinating concept, a blend of personal discipline, mentorship from spiritual leaders, and an adherence to the teachings of Scripture. It's about growing and evolving in our faith journey, and it's about understanding and applying spiritual truths with precision. The importance of spiritual maturity and accuracy cannot be overstated. It's the cornerstone of a vibrant, fulfilling faith life. It's the key to unlocking a deeper, more profound connection with the divine. But what makes it an enigma is that it's a journey, rather than a destination. It's a process, rather a state of being, and it's unique to each, making it a deeply personal and intimate journey. The path to spiritual maturity and accuracy is paved with several key steps. It begins with a study of Scripture, immersing ourselves in the spiritual truths and principles that guide our faith. It involves prayer and meditation, cultivating a deep personal connection with God. It's about community and fellowship, surrounding ourselves with fellow believers who challenge, encourage, and support us. It's about self-reflection, honestly examining our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and seeking God's help in transforming them. The journey also involves service and ministry, following the example of Jesus Christ and serving others with love and compassion. It's about surrender and obedience, aligning our will with God's will, and trusting in His higher and better ways. It involves seeking wisdom and discernment from God, and seeking counsel from mature believers and spiritual leaders. And finally, it's about practicing grace and forgiveness, acknowledging our own imperfections, and extending mercy to those who have wronged us. These steps, when practiced consistently and with commitment, can help us cultivate greater maturity and accuracy in our faith, aligning with the teachings of Philippians 2:12. So, the question now is, how do you build spiritual maturity and accuracy? Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. The first step in building spiritual maturity and accuracy is studying Scripture. Think of it as a treasure trove of wisdom and guidance. When we delve into the Bible on a regular basis, we immerse ourselves in timeless spiritual truths and principles. This isn't just about reading words on a page. It's about deeply engaging with the text, meditating on it, chewing it over in our minds. As we explore these sacred texts, we discover more about the divine, about ourselves, and about our place in the world. We start to see how these teachings can be applied to our own lives, from the grand decisions we make to the small, everyday choices. It's like a map that helps us navigate life's complexities and uncertainties. Remember, this isn't a one-time thing. It's a lifelong journey of exploration and discovery. With consistent study and reflection, the Scripture becomes a powerful tool in our spiritual journey. The next step is developing a consistent prayer life and habit of meditation. Prayer is not merely a ritual, but a profound conversation with the divine. It is a chance to express gratitude, seek guidance, and surrender our worries. Meditation, on the other hand, is the art of quieting our minds, allowing us to listen, truly listen, to the whispers of wisdom that often get drowned in the noise of our daily lives. Silence is golden, they say, and in silence we can hear God's voice most clearly. It is in these hushed moments, when we disconnect from the world outside and connect with the world within, that we cultivate a deeper relationship with God. Just as a plant needs water regularly to thrive, our spiritual life needs the nourishment of prayer and meditation to grow. It's not about the quantity, but the quality of our dedication to these practices. Through prayer and meditation, we nurture our relationship with God and gain divine guidance. Community and self-reflection are critical steps in building spiritual maturity and accuracy. In our spiritual journey, we're not meant to walk alone. The fellowship of other believers is a powerful force that can encourage, challenge, and support us. It's in the heart of a faith community where we engage in meaningful discussions and share experiences. We learn from each other's triumphs and trials, and in doing so, we gain insights that deepen our understanding of spiritual truths. Just as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. This ancient proverb beautifully captures the essence of a faith community. When we surround ourselves with people who share our spiritual goals, our faith becomes sharper, stronger, and more resilient. We become part of a collective journey bound together by shared beliefs and mutual support. But as we share our journey with others, we must also turn our gaze inward. Self-reflection and examination play a pivotal role in our spiritual growth. It's in the silence of our hearts that we confront our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. We must be brutally honest with ourselves, identifying areas where we need growth and transformation. This process may not always be comfortable. It requires humility and a willingness to face our shortcomings. But it's through this discomfort that we experience true growth. As we reflect on our spiritual journey, we see patterns and tendencies that may not align with our spiritual goals. We identify obstacles that hinder our growth, and with God's help, we strive to overcome them. This combination of community and self-reflection creates a dynamic environment for spiritual growth. It's a dance between the outer world of fellowship and the inner world of self-examination. It's a journey of learning from others while also learning about ourselves. And it's a process of growing in faith, not just as individuals, but as part of a vibrant, supportive community. In community, we find support and challenge, and through self-reflection, we discover areas for growth. Service, surrender, and wisdom-seeking are the next steps in our spiritual journey. You see, when we extend our hands to serve others, we mirror the life of Jesus Christ. Acts of service and ministry aren't mere gestures of goodwill. They are profound expressions of love and compassion, grounded in humility and empathy. As we serve, we don't only make a difference in the lives of those we help, we also grow, becoming more like Christ in the process. Surrender, on the other hand, is about yielding our will to God's will. It's about aligning our lives with His purposes. It's not about losing control, but rather about trusting in the one who is in control. As Proverbs 3 verse 5 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." It's about acknowledging that His ways are not just different, but infinitely superior to ours. Surrendering is not a sign of weakness, but a bold declaration of faith. And then there's wisdom seeking. This is a continuous, never-ending journey. We are to always seek wisdom and discernment from God through prayer and seeking counsel from mature believers and spiritual leaders. As King Solomon, renowned for his wisdom, highlighted in Proverbs 4 verse 7, "Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." We must allow the insights and perspectives of others to guide and sharpen our own understanding. Wisdom is not a destination, but a lifelong pursuit, a pursuit that leads us to a deeper, richer understanding of God and His Word. By serving, surrendering, and seeking wisdom, we align our lives with God's purposes and grow in humility and understanding. These practices are not just steps, but leaps forward in our spiritual journey, bringing us ever closer to the heart of God, ever closer to spiritual maturity and accuracy. The final step in building spiritual maturity and accuracy is practicing grace and forgiveness. This practice, though seemingly simple, is a profound and transformative journey that shapes us into reflections of divine love and mercy. Grace, in its spiritual context, is the unmerited favor and love that God extends towards us. It's about receiving something we don't deserve, something we could never earn. And to practice grace is to extend this same unmerited favor and love to ourselves and others. It means accepting our own imperfections, just as we are embraced by God's grace, despite our flaws and mistakes. It's about allowing ourselves the space to grow, to learn, and to stumble, knowing that we are loved and accepted in all our human frailty. It's about extending this same grace to others, acknowledging that they, like us, are works in progress, navigating this journey of life with as much courage and faith as they can muster. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is the act of releasing resentment, anger, or the desire for revenge against someone who has wronged us. It's about choosing to let go of the pain and resentment that can hold us captive, and instead, choosing love, compassion, and understanding. Like grace, forgiveness is not something we practice because others deserve it. We practice forgiveness because it frees us from the chains of bitterness and resentment, allowing us to experience peace and healing. It's about recognizing the humanity in others, understanding that they too are capable of making mistakes, and choosing to extend mercy, just as we are shown mercy. In practicing grace and forgiveness, we not only grow in spiritual maturity, but we also embody the love and mercy that God extends to us. We become conduits of divine grace, channels through which God's love can flow into the world. As we practice grace and forgiveness, we not only grow in spiritual maturity, but also become a reflection of God's love and mercy. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.